Hello students, welcome to iExam B. My name is Anshul Malik and I am your reasoning mentor. स्टूडेंट्स, जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हो कि जीआईसी की एग्ज़ाम डेट आउट हो चुकी हैं और इसका एग्ज़ाम 29 ऑफ अगस्त को कंडक्ट कराया जाएगा। अगर आप एग्ज़ाम पैटर्न जानते हैं तो आपको पता होगा कि पार्ट ए ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन में हाई ऑर्डर क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग बहुत मेजर रोल प्ले करने वाली है। यानी ये जो पार्ट ए ऑफ एग्ज़ाम है ये 40 मार्क्स का होगा और सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन आपके क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग से आने वाले हैं। तो मैंने यहाँ पर एक लाइन लिखी है, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस आर एट द हार्ट ऑफ व्हाट इज टेस्टेड इन GIC AM 2021। यानी अगर आपको पोजीशन स्कोर करनी है तो इसमें आपको अच्छे तरीके से स्कोर करना होगा। फॉर योर ईज एंड कन्वीनियंस मैंने टॉपिक वाइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन यहाँ पर मेंशन कर दिया है कि कितने कितने टॉपिक्स में से कितने क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछे जाएंगे। तो डिसीजन मेकिंग का सबसे ज़्यादा रोल रहेगा आपका GIC के एग्जाम में। आपके 8 क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पर पूछे जाएंगे, राइट, विच कैरीज ऑफ 8 मार्क्स। अगर स्टेटमेंट, कंक्लूजन, कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन, स्टेटमेंट, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स या कॉज इफेक्ट की बात की जाए तो इन सभी में से आपसे 6 क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे। असर्शन रीजनिंग का वेटेज थोड़ा सा कम रहता है, कभी कभार 2 से 4 क्वेश्चन यहाँ से भी आ जाते हैं। तो ये टॉपिक वाइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है जो आपको हेल्प करेगा इन ऑर्डर टू अचीव दैट 40 मार्क्स। स्टूडेंट्स, लास्ट डेज में आपको प्रैक्टिस के लिए क्वेश्चन चाहिए, तो मैंने यहाँ पर हमारे डैशबोर्ड पे जितने भी प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस अवेलेबल हैं उसकी एक पिक यहाँ पर लगा रखी है। आप देख सकते हैं कि इजी लेवल, मॉडरेट लेवल एंड डिफिकल्ट लेवल ऑफ एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग के क्वेश्चंस हमारे पास हैं। तो आप प्रैक्टिस करें इन क्वेश्चंस की, वेबसाइट पे विजिट कर सकते हैं। ऑल्सो अगर आप एनरोल करना चाहते हैं, अपने एंड डेज की प्रिपरेशन को ब्रश अप करना चाहते हैं तो फ्लैट 50% ऑफ चल रहा है। आपको बस यूज करना है कोड GIC50। ठीक है, डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मैं ये PPT डाल दूंगा जहां पर आपको नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए मिल जाएंगे। तो आप प्रैक्टिस करिए क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस विल मेक यू परफेक्ट। So, in statement and assumption question, a statement is given to you which is followed by few assumptions made on the basis of the statement. Candidates need to pick the assumption which most appropriately and logically is correct according to the statement. Also, one of the most important thing which you need to know about the assumption is that whenever a statement is given to you, the author of the statement believes the assumption to be true, and this same approach should be used by the candidate while answering the question. Let us understand the concept of statement and assumption with the help of some questions. Let us read the next statement. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, which was tasked by the Supreme Court to oversee the actual transfer of money from the builder group investor, is clueless about where to find those investors. Your assumptions are the Supreme Court is responsible for always assigning tasks to the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Your second assumption is builder group fake transfer of money to investor. So if you focus on your 2 assumption and try to match with your statement, you will get to know that neither of them is implicit, because the Supreme Court may assign tasks, but it is not the responsibility of the court to always assign the task to Securities and Exchange Board of India. Thus, your statement assumption number 1 is not implicit. However, nothing about the builder group faking money transfer is being mentioned in the statement. Therefore, your second assumption is also not implicit. Hence, the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4. Your next statement is based on a tip of the forest officials have arrested 4 persons for poisoning an 8-year-old male tiger. First assumption is due to the effect of poisoning the tiger died, and second assumption is someone had informed the forest official about the tiger being poisoned. So it is mentioned that based on tip of the forest official arrested the 4 person, but we do not know if the tiger died or saved. So your first assumption will not follow, hence it is not implicit. However, if you focus on your assumption number 2, that someone had informed the forest official, so it is implicit because it is clearly mentioned that based on a tip off. So the correct answer for this particular question is option number 2. So in next question, your statement is, even with the increase in the number of mineral fuels factories in India, we still continue to import mineral fuel. And basis on the statement, two assumption is given to you. Your first assumption is many of the factories are not capable to produce mineral fuel to their fullest capacity, and your second assumption is the consumption of the fuel has increased in India. If you focus on your two assumption and compare it to your statement, none of the reasons are valid because there might be various reasons for the same condition. So you cannot infer this assumption from your statement. Hence, the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4, that is neither one nor second is implicit. Let us solve the first question. Your statement is, the next meeting of the management body of iExamB will be held after 6 months, and accordingly two assumptions is given to you. First assumption is iExamB will remain in function after 6 months, and second is there will be no meeting before 6 months. So if you focus on your assumption number 1, it is valid because only those body that are functional hold meeting. It is clearly given in your statement, so your assumption number 1 is valid. However, if you focus on your assumption number 2, it is not valid because there might be other meetings which can be held before 6 months, because in the statement it clearly mentioned that the meeting of the management body. So other than management body, might be other meetings will happen before 6 months. So your assumption number 1 is implicit, hence correct answer is option number 1. Let us read the next statement. Authorities of government school for visually impaired seeking the help of Anganwadi teacher to address the decreasing strength of the students. And your two assumptions are, the parents of the visually impaired student needs to be educated about the importance and availability of a school for such students, and your second assumption is the number of the students enrolled in the school has been gradually decreasing. So if your focus is on first assumption, it does not follows because what help is being taken from the Anganwadi teacher is nowhere mentioned in your statement. However, if you focus on your second assumption, it is implicit because it is clearly mentioned in the statement that the number of the students enrolled in the school has been gradually decreasing. So your second assumption is implicit, hence the correct answer for this particular question is option number 2, that is assumption second is implicit. So your next statement is, last night thieves used gas cylinders and cutter machine to drill a hole in the wall of a vacant flat which shared a common wall with the shop. And your two assumptions are, last night there was a theft in either the shop or the flat, and your second assumption is the thieves have been caught red-handed and the police has arrested them. So if you focus on your conclusion, we cannot make out if the thieves were able to carry out the theft. Also, we cannot make out if they have been caught. Hence, your none of the assumption is implicit, and the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4. In the next statement, the state government would set up 15 integrated solid waste management clusters to deal with the solid waste in the urban areas in the state. Your assumption are management of solid waste is an issue in the entire state, and your second assumption is management of solid waste is not an issue in the rural areas of the state. So if you read your statement, it is mentioned that solid waste management clusters are being set up only in urban areas, but we don't know if the problem of the management of waste exists in the entire state or rural areas also. Hence, none of the option is implicit over here, and the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4. Your statement is the increased caseload and mortality due to the disease this year compared with the last year could be because pre-existing immunity through exposure to the California strain is no longer effective, and the people are therefore not immune to the new strain. And your two assumptions are all disease cause mortality and California strain is more effective than the new strain. So only one disease is being talked about if you focus on your statement. Nothing about the effect of all disease have been mentioned anywhere. So your first assumption is not implicit. However, the comparison between the strength of the true strain on the individual level is also not mentioned in any of the statement. Thus, your assumption second will not follow and is not implicit. Therefore, the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4. The next statement is you must read English newspaper if you want to become fluent English speaker. Reena advises Seema. And your two assumption are only fluent English speaker read newspaper, and second assumption is all English speakers, good or bad, read newspaper. So if you focus on your both assumption, none of the assumption is valid here also, because nothing can be said definitely. You can't say that only fluent English speaker read newspaper, and you can't say that all English speaker, good or bad, read newspaper, because there is nowhere mention in your statement regarding this. Hence, the correct answer for this particular question is option number 4, that is neither one nor second is implicit. In the next statement, in a rare unanimous verdict pronounced by 9 judges, the Supreme Court has ruled that the privacy is a fundamental right that requires constitutional protection. And your assumptions are privacy was earlier not considered to be a fundamental right, and your second assumption is rare unanimous verdict are always pronounced by bench of 9 judges. So if you focus on your first assumption, since the ruling that makes privacy as a fundamental right has been introduced by the Supreme Court, it means that it was not a fundamental right earlier. Therefore, your assumption first is implicit. However, nothing has been mentioned about the trend of bench of the judges for unanimous verdict. Thus, it is not true. Hence, your assumption second is not implicit, and the correct answer for this particular question is option number 1. Let us read the next statement. No one bothered to put a traffic blockade in a place as required, and the welding of the tracks could not be completed before the train passed through. Your first assumption is the train collapsed, injuring many passengers. Your second assumption is signal is required to indicate that repair work is in progress. So if you focus on your statement, it is clearly mentioned that no one bothered as required. So your assumption number 2 is implicit because signal is required to indicate the repair work. However, if you focus on your assumption number 1, so it is an effect of the statement. It is not an assumption. The train collapse injuring many passengers is an effect. It's not an assumption. Therefore, it is not implicit.
and hence the correct answer for this particular question is option number 2.
Students, my solid recommendation to you is to solve at least 200 or 300 questions from statement and assumption, as it will definitely help to clear the concept of this particular topic, and you will able to score full out of full marks in any kind of examination. And still you have any doubt, you can definitely comment in this particular video. You can download the PPT in the description box so that it will be helpful for you guys. And if you are looking for the online course, you can definitely visit our website. You can call us so that we will provide all the necessary details. Students, I hope you like the today's session, and thanks for watching iExamB.